Hi, I'm Deborah Dodge with BurbankNBeyond.com. We're at the Central Library in Burbank on Glen Oaks, and we're celebrating the Centennial selection for Burbank Reads on Gratitude, written by Todd Aaron Jensen. He's a Burbank local. And we're here also to speak to Penny Alfonso. She's the volunteer coordinator for what other than Operation Gratitude. It's an organization that puts together care packages for our troops that are fighting overseas. So I hope you enjoy what we're about to listen to. Thanks. I'm here with Penny Alfonso. Penny, how are you today?
I'm fine. How are you?
Great, thank you. So tell the Burbank people your position in Operation Gratitude.
Okay, well, I'm the volunteer coordinator, and I'm the one that does the scheduling of all the volunteers who come to do the care packages for the troops.
And how long have you folks been doing this?
We started it in 2003, just after the beginning of the Iraq War, so a little more than 8 years.
A little more than 8 years. That's wonderful. And we watched the video. And is that video available for other people to see?
It is on YouTube.
It is on YouTube. And how would they find it?
On YouTube, just enter in the search field, just Operation Gratitude. We have a number of videos. Some are shorter, some are longer, and we have quite a few.
Well, the one I watched tonight was very touching, and I was crying through it. It was very emotional, and it's amazing to me what you guys do for our troops overseas. And give us a little bit of idea of what people can volunteer as far as, giving some money for the shipping costs or products?
Okay, well, we do need products all the time. We get a lot of donations from corporations as well as from individuals. And on our website, operationgratitude.com, we have a list of what we call a wish list, which is the major things that the guys and girls like to get in their packages. As far as other contributions, Operation Gratitude, we pay for the postage. We don't buy any product, but we do pay for the postage, and each package costs us $15 right now. It's gotten up to $15 to mail, so we need money for postage. Aside from that, people can volunteer their time with us. We love to have people come out and help us build the packages, and again, on our website is the calendar of what days we are doing that. We don't do them every weekend and every day. We have days that we do it, and that's on our website. People can write letters. People who don't live in the area maybe want to volunteer. They can write letters to the troops and send it to us, and we will make sure they get into packages. People can knit and crochet scarves and hats for our troops. In the wintertime over there, it gets pretty gnarly, and they really love having hand-knitted scarves and hats. So writing letters and collection drives and fundraisers, any way they can to contribute to us, we really appreciate it.
And what website is that?
OperationGratitude.com.
And so any information they want is all there?
It is a chock-full website. It's got everything, and if you're not finding what you need, you can just click on one of us and email us and ask us a question. But we have a lot going on with Operation Gratitude. We also do packages for wounded warriors, sort of a different package, has a little bit different focus on it. But the wounded warriors that are in units here in the States that are recovering, we do packages for them as well. And we just recently started a new program, what is it called? Battalion Buddies. And those are little stuffed animals that we give to the children of troops who are deploying at the time their mom or dad leaves. And it's just a little package we give to them, and this little Battalion Buddy stuffed animal that just tells them, they matter too.
And again, everything you've said is just so touching. And you hit it from the people that are over there fighting for us to the children that are over there that are children of the Iraqis. And tell us what you said that was really special about the Beanie Babies, because Beanie Babies were a big craze in the late 90s, and people probably have them in their garage somewhere, and they can't really resell them. I mean, they can on eBay, but what could they really do with them? Well,
you're absolutely right. In fact, in the early stages, when people sent us Beanie Babies, we kind of looked at them and said, "Oh, Beanie Babies, what do you know?" But we said, okay, toss them in, what the heck. So we tossed a Beanie Baby into each of the packages. Whenever someone gave us Beanie Babies, we would just put them in. And we got an email from one soldier that said that, thank you for the package, and we shared the candy and goodies with the kids in the village. But when we gave them the Beanie Babies, they started to tell us where the bombs were buried. So that was the point we realized that our packages had a huge impact. And so now we put a Beanie Baby in every single package.
It's incredible. Something so soft and so cute that we may have taken for granted as just a plush little toy that everybody has can be something that saves a life.
Those little kids don't have that kind of thing, and they see something like that, and their little eyes light up, and they realize that this, this soldier is a good guy.
Because no matter where children are in the world, they still want toys, and they're children with imaginations and Yeah. Wow. So, I mean, little miracles happen all the time with you folks.
You're right.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for everything you do and everything you've been doing. And I volunteered one day at the Armory, and it was crazy. They had the great music on. It was overwhelming, and it was so motivational. And just,
nuts.
Yes. It was fun.
It is fun. It is fun. I recommend it for anybody if you really want to get jazzed up about something and feel really good about it and be dog tired at the end of the day. Yeah. That's what you do.
So tell us, you have another drive coming up?
Right. It begins, the fall drive is coming up right now, and our first assembly day where we assemble packages is going to be Saturday, October the 15th. Okay. We have 5 additional days throughout until our last day is September 17th. December 17th. All of those dates are on the internet, on the site, our website. So for people to plan their day, that's where they can find the information.
And one more thing, people can bring their kids. There is an age requirement.
There is an age requirement. We can't have children under the age of 12. There's forklifts and there's tractors and there's all kinds of heavy equipment. And we found over the years that it's too perilous to have little kids running around and stuff. So we cut it off at age 12. We do give community service credits for kids at school that need to fulfill community service requirements. So we give them a certificate when they come and volunteer. So that's how we get kids in. Because they have to. Yeah. But they're great workers. Once they get in there, they really get into it, and the thing is, it's a really good spirited day because everybody's there for one reason, and they're not expecting to get anything out of it. They're doing it for others, and you can't beat a crowd of people doing that.
Well, this is our theme today is gratitude, and you're an angel on earth. And I really, from just one Burbank resident to another local woman, thank you.
We are sort of the skeleton of it, but we can't do it without the hundreds and hundreds of people that come and help us do it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you. I'm sitting here with the famous author, Todd Aaron Jensen. Hi, Todd.
Hi, Debbie.
So I just want to say congratulations. Out of all the books that the city of Burbank could have chosen for the Centennial Burbank Reads selection, they picked your book.
Thank you. Yeah, it was me or Dr. Ruth.
You were who? Dr. Ruth?
Dr. Ruth Westheimer, yes.
Yes, of course. But tell me a little bit about your book. I know our theme is on gratitude today. We spoke with Operation Gratitude. And I understand that you donated 1,000 books to the troops.
I did. They're doing work that I couldn't possibly do. So a simple way that I could say thank you was to donate copies of the book. The book is it is an act of gratitude. It's interviews with 50 celebrities sharing their stories of Thanksgiving, things they're most grateful for.
That's very impressive. And my favorite is Ray Bradbury. I'm a huge fan of his, and he's in your book.
Ray Bradbury is in the book, and I think anybody from Burbank might remember Ray Bradbury riding a bicycle up and down Buena Vista Street, back and forth from the library to the Disney lot back in the early 80s when he was doing a lot of work there. He doesn't drive. Right. So he was a regular fixture on the bicycle, in Burbank here.
He has the money for limos every day, but he chooses to use public transportation for the environment.
Indeed.
Yeah. So what inspired you to write a book on gratitude? I know you're a very accomplished author. And what made you pick this topic?
I gave a talk last week to the library, and the theme of the talk was bad things will happen. And bad things happened to me. And the only way that I was really able to turn that out was with the help of friends who said, why don't you focus on what you've got instead of what you've lost? And I started practicing that in my personal life, and then it carried over into the work. I've worked as a journalist for 20 years, and then the light bulb went off, and the book happened. It was just a matter of marrying my silly, sad story with a newfound way of accounting for things in my life and just putting it all together.
So that's wonderful. How did you find these celebrities? How did you have access to them? Because I know they're kind of difficult to get a hold of.
I'd been covering the entertainment industry for a number of years as a writer. In fact, I used to write for the Burbank Daily Review back in 1982. I interviewed Ron Howard.
When you were 12?
When I was 12. Yeah, Ron Howard was my first celebrity interview.
That's huge.
And I just continued doing that over the course of the years. And I've always kind of tried to practice the golden rule as a journalist, don't burn people.
Right.
And so when I came up with the book idea and I asked people, a lot of them said yes.
Wow, that's impressive. Because maybe it was really meant to happen for you to write this book.
I hope
to influence people. So when things are that easy, it's almost they're meant to be.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what are you grateful for?
That's a great question. One of my children is here tonight, and I'm absolutely grateful for my kids, not just for all the warm, fuzzy reasons, they're cute and adorable and all of that, but because there is no quicker way to find your personal edges than in being a parent every single day and being better and more than you think you could be. Parenting is good for that.
And you and your wife are foster parents, too.
We are indeed, yeah.
That's a tough job.
Again, there's no better practice. You will no more quickly find out who you are and what you're made of than in doing that work.
So here's a little, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but you got married on a plane.
I did get married on an airplane.
Can you tell us about that?
I proposed on an airplane. That was her surprise.
Uh-huh.
There happened to be a minister riding in first class who sent a business card back to us and said, you know, if you feel like it. So 45 minutes after we were engaged, we were married, about 35,000 feet over the Pacific Ocean.
So you really didn't have a lot of wedding plans.
Not a lot to plan. No, it was, you know, come as you are.
Right.
What was amazing is the airline, and I will gladly plug Hawaiian Airlines, they made everything happen quickly.
Wow.
They made a ring pillow out of one of the in-flight pillows.
Get out.
They had champagne. They had little leis ready for us. I mean, they just knocked it all out.
Wow.
It was amazing.
See, that's another thing that was meant to be.
Absolutely.
I've met your wife. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And a little secret to our Burbank people, I've known you since elementary school.
That's absolutely
And
true.
I've always thought you were very special, very creative, and really one of a kind. And I'm honored to know you. I'm grateful to know you.
Likewise.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to get a book for my mom. I think it would be a really great gift for her, and I have my own. And I just wish you tons of luck. And I think you're doing a really great thing by spreading a great word on just the word gratitude, so people can be more grateful. And I think it does in a time when the economy is not so great. People can focus on what they are grateful for and appreciate what they have, because that too can be taken away.
I think that's absolutely true. I mean, bad things will happen. It's a tough time.
Right.
And I think that in addition to counting our blessings, I think one of the recurring themes in the book is do something, give of yourself. And I know for me personally, it's the quickest way out of sadness. It's the quickest way out of lethargy. It's the quickest way out of whatever the funk is in your life. Get out and give something. Right. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
All the time.
You know, I heard after 9/11, I heard I was really depressed, and I heard Dennis Prager say, if you're depressed, because the world was, go out and volunteer and be grateful, and it'll change your brain.
Yeah. You want to change things,
Go
do it.
something.
Change it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, best of luck to you, and thank you for spending some time with us.
Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate it.
And for more information, go check out Todd's website. Do you have a website?
thegratitudelist.org.
Gratitudelist.org. Thank you so much.
I'd like to introduce my family. It's my father, Stephen Jensen, my mother, Ardith Jensen, my aunt, Gloria Slate, and one of my sons, Julian Jensen. I'm here with my son, Julian Jensen, and I'd like to talk with him about some of the things he's grateful for. Julian, what are you grateful for?
Well, I am grateful for all of my friends, family. I also enjoy the roof over my house, over my head.
Are there any musical acts, bands, or songs that you're really grateful for?
Oh, yeah. I have a lot. I don't even know one in particular.
I know that you really enjoy school a lot. I was wondering if you had a favorite teacher or a favorite subject.
I am grateful for Mrs. Clousty and Mrs. Nichols. If you're listening, I say hi.
Excellent. Is there anything else you're grateful for?
I'm also grateful that you wrote this book and you put a lot of effort to it.
You know what I'm grateful for?
Me.
Yes, I'm grateful for you. Goofball.
Well, we're wrapping up a really exciting evening at the Burbank Central Library. We got to meet and greet with author Todd Aaron Jensen on his book on gratitude, as well as get some really great information for Operation Gratitude from Penny Alfonso. So you too can become more grateful. You can get more involved. Check out their organizations at our website, www.BurbankNBeyond.com. I'm signing off. I'm Deborah Dodge. Thanks for watching.